Hey students, welcome back. Another session of English language with me, teacher Greta. This session is for students of standard 8, 9 and 10th. Again, all of you may have done this topic before, but it's always better to revise. So let's begin. What is the topic that we're going to do today? Removal of adverb to, use so that. Remember, this is one of the easier topics to solve in your English language paper. It usually is a question that is asked in a section, in the grammar section, in D, which is transformation of sentences. And it comes for 1 or 2 marks, and you know every mark counts. 9th and 10th standard students are aware of it. With the 8th, you're new with this, so every mark counts, and we want to earn that 1 mark also. Alright, so let's begin. Besides that, it's just nice to know what are adverbs. So let's start with it. What is an adverb? We've seen what verbs do. We've been able to identify subjects and the role of subject and verb in a sentence. Now, what does an adverb do? Alright, the very fact that we're using add to verb will tell us what it actually does. But before we actually see what an adverb does, let's have a look at some sentences. He ran quickly to the ground. She dived gracefully into the river. Alright, now I want you to pause the video and mark the subject and the finite verb. That means the verb whose tense I can change. Now, assuming that you have already done that, let's see if you have successful. So if you have watched the previous videos, I'm sure you have successfully marked the 2 things I've asked you to mark. Alright, so let's check the answers. He is my subject. I know a finite verb follows the subject, so ran. I can also change the tense of the word ran. The other one, she is my subject and dived is my finite verb. Alright, if you have marked anything besides that, you are incorrect. And if you have marked certain words that I will show you now, you have actually marked the adverb. So, to find the adverb, you need to ask the question how. So let's look at the previous one. How did he run? Quickly. How did she dive? Gracefully. And so we get the answer quickly and gracefully, because this is telling me more about my verb. So an adverb actually describes the verb. It tells me so much more about the verb. So when I say that he slept or he sat lazily, it's telling me more about the way the person was sitting. Or she spoke softly, it's telling me more about the way the person spoke. Okay? So adverbs describe the verb, and therefore I need to ask the question how. To identify the adverb in the sentence, I ask the question how to the verb. Okay, there are different kinds of adverbs, and I'm sure you must have done this in the previous standards. If you've forgotten, well, you need to go back and revise. And if you remember the different kinds of adverbs, good job. So, let's look at these 3 terms. To, very much, and very and much, sorry. Now, a lot of times we use these terms or these words interchangeably. I always emphasize on the fact that every word has a role to play in a particular sentence. And so we must be able to identify what role that word is playing, because that will tell me more about the sentence itself. It helps me identify the meaning of the sentence better. So let's look at what these words actually do in a sentence. So have a look at these 2 sentences. I was much annoyed by his behavior. I was very annoyed by his behavior. Much and very can be used interchangeably. They mean the same thing. However, look at this sentence. I was too annoyed by his behavior, which is actually incorrect. We cannot use the word to replace much and very. Alright? They don't mean the same thing. how can I use the word to also? A lot of students put the word to before here. And like for example, I too was annoyed by his behavior. Just by changing the place of that word to, I've actually changed what it means. I too was annoyed by his behavior. It means I also was annoyed by his behavior. So can you see how it varies? Just the positioning of the word. Okay? But how do I actually use the word to then correctly? Just like I used very and much. We must remember that the word to actually means something that is way in excess, or it is something that is more than enough. Okay? So this is the way I would reframe that sentence. His behavior is too annoying to be tolerated. I've not just said that his behavior is annoying, but I've also given a reason or a backup as to what happens when he behaves annoyingly. I cannot tolerate it. Alright? Now, how do I therefore change the word to and use so that? Now, let's look at these two sentences. The bench is too heavy to lift, and the man is too clever not to see through your tricks. Something that you need to remember when you are transforming sentences from to so that, or so that into to, you need to pay attention what kind of sentence they are. So the first one is a positive sentence. Why? Because a positive sentence does not have no, not, never, none. If you look at the second one, is a negative sentence because it has the word not. Okay? So because I've been able to identify this, now I can move further. So I'm going to start transforming that sentence by removing to and adding so that. The bench is so heavy that we cannot lift it. Why have I highlighted these words? The bench is so comes before the verb, okay, before heavy, and that follows we cannot. So you can either use the modal auxiliaries can, cannot, will not, should, shall. These are some of the auxiliaries that can be used, some of the words that can be used if you don't know what an auxiliary is. And because, see, a lot of students, transform it as the bench is so heavy that we cannot lift. Now, why do I need to use it? Because I'm referring back again to the bench. Okay? So I don't want to repeat the bench is so heavy that we cannot lift the bench. I use a pronoun to replace it. Alright, let's look at the other sentence. The man is too clever not to see through your tricks. Again, not. So the word not is there. If you looked at the previous one, since it was a positive sentence, I used not when I'm transforming it. Now this sentence already has not. So what do I do when I transform it? I remove the not and I make it a positive sentence. So the man is so clever that he will see through your tricks. If you have been pausing the video and trying to solve this on your own, that's fantastic because you're trying to do it independently. If you have managed to get the correct answer, good job. If you haven't, that's fine. We can practice as we go through the year. Okay, so the man is so clever that he will see through your tricks. If you notice, there is no not that is used. So, modal auxiliaries or words such as cannot, could not, will not, would not, should not, shall not can be used when we are transforming the sentence. Now, a lot of students, I have noticed this answer that comes because they use so, not. This is the answer that I usually get. So have a look at it. And it automatically it's grammatically incorrect. The sentence makes no sense. So this technically is a wrong sentence. Okay? A lot of students also transform it to sound like this. She trains hard so that she can win. Okay? Now over here, again, I cannot reiterate this even more or emphasize on this even more. You need to understand what the words mean in that particular sentence. Over here, so that actually means because. Okay, it's not the same as the previous one. Over there, so that means something very different. That is actually a conjunction, and a so means very. Okay, so let's continue. I want you to try to do this on your own, just so that I get to know whether you've like understood. So try it on your own and see if you can come up with the right answer. Pause the video, try it on your own. Okay, so let's check whether you have the correct answer. Rama is so honest that she cannot lie. If you have gotten this answer, good. You do remember how to transform the sentence and you're doing well. If you haven't, practice. Now, can you try this one? Because what this sentence has, so I've used so that, and you need to do the exact opposite now. Okay, so pause the video, and you need to use to here. Let's see if you have managed to get. They were so late that they could not get in. They were too late to get in. Okay, if you've seen, I've dropped the not, I've used to, okay, and I dropped even could over there. They could. Okay. This is an exercise for you. Pause the video, solve all the sentences, and then you know the drill. I will show you the answers, and then you will check. So I'm assuming that you have solved all the sentences, okay? And you're ready with your answers, and it's time to see whether you have understood the topic. Again, don't be disheartened if you haven't understood. A lot of people don't get it the first time, and that's completely fine. What you need to remember is that we need to practice. So, let's see the answers. What you need to do is pause the video, put a tick mark if you've got the answer correct, and put a cross if your answer is incorrect. If your answer is incorrect, then rewrite the correct answers for future reference, okay, so that you know where you've gone wrong. Alright, with that we finished the topic. It's a very short topic. I hope you've understood it. If you haven't, we will practice further. No need to worry. Thank you for today and watching the video. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.